Hi, I'm Marilyn, author of The Brutal Truth. This feisty nonfiction book is very much solution-based, dealing with the societal problem of bullying and misuse of power. The subtitle, A Personal Expose of the Corrupt and Abusive Canadian Government, indicates much of what it's about. Desiring to make negative positive, this book was written. My personal experiences, extensive research, and references to others, individuals, and organizations' efforts are all included. As well, the organizational design is proposed. This book is of interest to many. It is of interest to those who have been bullied, whether as a child, as an adult, in the workplace, or through a tainted legal system or elsewhere. It is of interest to those who educate, promote, and encourage positive change in our society. The book would make for excellent supplementary reading for university courses and for industry professionals and leaders. This book is very much a learning and motivational tool to help assist in the shift that is and must occur in our society. To find out more, visit www.thebrutaltruth.ca or write me at Marilyn, that's Marilyn, at thebrutaltruth.ca. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. What you've just heard is a brief introductory speech that I might give at a business networking event. It is brief given that the book is 400 plus pages and is jam-packed with details and extensive research. Personal interviews, movies, TV shows, books, contemporary media are all used. As well, psychology, sociology, and history are also applied. It is this book's premise that it is the government with its tainted legal system that perpetuates the problem that trickles into all facets and levels of our society. It was critical that this book be more than just my story and complaining about the numerous faults of our government. I shall share some of this research. One of the most famous quotes reveals the problem of the tainted legal system, albeit not Canadian, is so profound I could not help but reference it. It is Shakespeare's expression, "Kill the lawyers." It truly captured the essence of the hostility provoked by an unethical association. There is also reference to be made of the lighter, humorous nature in which the subject is broached. The jokes and cartoons that are made of the appalling behavior of our leaders is reflected with particular mention to Donato's caricatures of political figures abusing their power. These specific references give a general depiction of a broad problem. There of course are more detailed references to the bullying problem. There are other stories very similar to my experiences that are included. A large article presented in the Toronto Star, Tuesday, August 3rd, 2004, by Robert Cribb, is cited in The Brutal Truth and is a fine example of how victims of harassment are dealt with. The article is about two women who were sexually harassed by men who had influence over their work and careers. The issue would then become an issue of how the harassment were handled by the authorities that were mandated to protect them. The article detailed one of the woman's claims that her complaint prompted a prolonged and biased investigation, which resulted in her academic status, health benefits, and scholarships being terminated and her research data being confiscated by her offenders. The article included many revealing quotes. Most noteworthy are mismanaging complaints in a way that left them re-victimized, and lawyers are running the place without common sense and human values. There is much cited regarding this bullying problem that threatens the well-being of our society. There is much on those who are addressing the catastrophe as well. For instance, the book includes reference to Joanna Gattieri, Canada's most famous whistleblower. The work she has contributed to awareness and guiding changes with regards to the whistleblower law is monumental. Details of her work are highlighted within. The Brutal Truth is much more than my sharing my personal story that illustrates bureaucracy at its worst. It is an expose that is full of extensive research from numerous resources. The scope of the crisis is identified, as is the root of the problem. The numerous efforts undertaken from others are amassed. In sync, the brutal truth becomes a resource of references. This educational tool provides awareness, motivation, and action to give hope and assist in the shift that is occurring to help save our society. Thank you.